What's up, guys? It is Canadian Goose Gaming here. Welcome to the first episode of my World of Warships guide series. I will be showing you multiple ships, their specs, how to play them, what to get for captain skills and modifications, how to upgrade them with signals and camouflages and all that fun stuff. I'll also be showing you some gameplay footage and some combat techniques. And also, for the time being, I will be showing you some clan battles. Tonight will be the first sort of clan battle video coming out, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And here we go. So the Atlanta. The Atlanta is an extremely versatile boat. I love it. Like, I got this thing for free, which was a big plus, and I've been playing it non-stop. I've only got it like 3 days ago, and I've already racked in 38,000 XP. Now, some sort of specifications on the Atlanta. It is a 127 millimeter caliber boat. And it has 6 turrets with 2 barrels each, so you are shooting 12 shells with each salvo. Now, the crazy thing about the Atlanta is its 2-second reload time. So it is basically a machine gun on the water, and you are just spraying shell after shell after shell after shell. And the reason and the most effective use of this boat is to take down battleships via fire. Obviously, with the low caliber, you're not going to take it down with shells alone. But with the 127 millimeters, the best thing you can do is just keep spraying them with HE shells. And with the HE shells, they will be set on fire multiple times, and they'll probably already use their repair, so they can't use it again, so you will ultimately burn them down. Another thing great about the Atlanta is its torpedoes. It has 3.6 kilometer torpedoes, which really isn't too good when you don't have the modifiers. And I'll be talking more about, not modifiers, but captain skills in the future in this video. Gunfire control system, it has a 11.1 kilometer range, which is pretty good considering this is a big destroyer. And it can have a top speed of 34.1 knots, which is amazing considering this is a big destroyer. Hit points, however, it only has 27,500 hit points, which isn't, this is not bad as a destroyer, but it is not too good either. Another drawback to this boat is its armor layout. The main battery goes down really quick. With almost every shell you get that hits one of the main batteries, the shells will penetrate and they will take your turret out of service until you can fix it. Which is a very which makes you use a valuable repair consumable. This is why I always recommend with the Atlanta you use Damage Control Party 2. I don't have any of them, but they do have a quicker reload time, and they really do make a difference when you're on the battlefield. Consumables, I elect to go with the defensive AA fire because it does have radar, and with the radar I really don't. I mean, I have hydroacoustic and radar on my Cleveland, but I prefer to have the defensive AA fire because you can be a vulnerable target for torpedo bombers. And the reason for this is the way you play in Atlanta is you stay stationary while hiding behind an island while shooting at battleships, because the island provides cover, and with the American high arc system, the really high arc, it's basically a catapult, you can shoot over islands really easily. However, with you being stationary, torpedo bombers can drop like literally directly beside you and take out your ship. That's why defensive AA fire is very effective when you're playing the Atlanta. Surveillance radar, obviously you can't change it, but the radar is an extremely useful tool. It can be a nuisance to destroyers who are hiding in smoke, because it will pick up destroyers. Um, the action time is only 25 seconds, so with the Atlanta, you're basically a DD killer. So when you come up on smoke, you want to pop your radar to make sure if there's a DD hiding in there, you can kill it. But it is only 25 seconds, as I said, so you really don't have that much time. But with your 5-second reload time, you could take out a DD in 3 salvos, 3 salvos, with all shells hitting. If you can upgrade to the Surveillance Radar 2. I don't have any because I don't want to spend my credits. I don't have too much credits in my account, so I don't really want to spend my credits. Now, moving on to upgrades. So upgrades are here. To make the Atlanta even more of a machine gun than it already is, you really want the main armaments modification. And the reason you want the main armaments modification is because it does take out the risk of it being incapacitated. As I said, the turrets go down really quickly when hit by shells, so you really want to minimize that. So it can really make a difference on the battlefield. And it brings up the survivability, so it takes down the chance of it being destroyed. The main battery repair time, so using the repair party consumable, the time is taken down. And the same thing with the torpedo tubes, the exact same thing with the torpedo tubes. So really, you're you're making it a not unsinkable, but a harder ship to destroy and to incapacitate. Next one I recommend, let's see if I can find it here, is the AA guns. No. Right here. Aiming systems modification. Brings down the maximum dispersion, and it brings up the traverse speed of the torpedo tubes, and your battery firing range. Really, you can use any modification in here. However, I would not recommend main battery modification 2. These two are okay to have. Like, you can make out, or not make out, you can do really well with these two modifications. Second one, what I recommend for the second column is a steering gears modification, because it brings down the repair time and it brings down the risk of them being incapacitated. And when you are being torped, it can make a real difference. Also, your propulsion modification. All of these are really good to have, but I do recommend steering gears as the number one. And finally, in the fourth column, I recommend that you get the steering gears modification 2, because it takes down the rudder shift time, so you can really turn easier and your maneuverability goes up by 2%. Or 2, whatever. So I do recommend steering gears modification 2. So those were the upgrades. Now let's move on to captain skills. On my Atlanta, I have my 13-point captain that I did not get with the Atlanta. I brought him off of my Iowa. Or did I bring him off of the Indianapolis? No, I brought him off of the Indianapolis and I put him on the Atlanta. I only got an 8-point captain with the Atlanta. Now, captain's perks. I don't have the captain's perks that I would want, but I do have some of them. First one, priority target, I would recommend, and it will show you the number of opponents that are currently aiming at your ship, so you know if you're being aimed at and being fired at, because sometimes when you're aiming at another ship, you do not see that there is somebody aiming behind you or to the side of you, so you really want priority target to make sure you're all safe. What's the next one I recommend? Next one I recommend is Expert Marksman. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm going to master Expert Marksman. And what Expert Marksman does is it brings up the traverse speed, or brings down the traverse speed. Um, so your guns can traverse and move a lot quicker. Next skill I recommend is basic firing training. And what basic firing training does is basically amps up all your secondary guns. So reload time. It does actually bring down the reload time of your main battery guns, which is extremely effective with the Atlanta. I mean, you got a 5-second reload time, which can be brought. It's actually not that much at all. So basic firing training is a very good skill to have with the Atlanta. Another really good skill to have is advanced firing training. And basic firing training is basically geared towards the reload time, while advanced firing training is geared towards the firing range. So you do have a longer firing range, a 20% increase, which should put you around 2 kilometers increase. So you'll ultimately be looking at about a 13-kilometer range with the Atlanta. Maybe a 14-kilometer range. What else? Sorry, I'm trying to think, because I have my sheet up. Ah, right here. Torpedo armament expertise. Service time of torpedo bombers is brought down, which you don't really care about, but the one thing that you get from this is the torpedo tube reload time, which brought down by 10%. Now and that should bring you down by 10-20 seconds, which makes a big difference when you're on the battlefield. Right here, Demolition Expert brings up the chance of causing fire, which, as I said before, the Atlanta's primary objective is to cause fire to battleships. The other primary objective is to destroy destroyers, as you are a DD killer, but that can be really effective. And the final one is Concealment Expert. And this will bring down the detectability of your ship by 12%, which is extremely useful when you are trying to hide behind islands. Because sometimes the bombers or airplanes from CVs and the spotter planes, fighters, whatever, from battleships or cruisers can spot you. So really, it is extremely useful. And I believe that is about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Last thing, I want to announce my first giveaway. I will be giving away codes to 3 people, 4 people. I have 2 codes, but 4 people will be winning. I have 1 code is a universal code, but it is 1 code for a free premium time, 24 hours of premium time, and a code for one of those freedom containers. A freedom container can get you anything from the special signals, camouflages, to even premium ships. I got the Atlanta because I got a quest to get the Atlanta from one of those freedom containers. So it can give you quests for premium ships. It can give you signals, camouflages. It can also, if you are working towards the collections, one of the collections is the American Cruisers collection. So it can give you some parts for the American Cruisers. As you can see, I am working towards mine too. I have 1 more to go in this one. But it will make a difference when you are doing those. So, all you need to do is I will be leaving a link to the entry form in my description, all you have to do is follow me on Twitch, which will be a link will be in my description too, and subscribe to me here on YouTube. Sorry. So you guys can do those two things. I will be checking, so don't think you can pull anything on me. And we are going to grow the channel so that you guys can have more opportunities to win giveaways. This is one of very many giveaways, so you guys will have an opportunity to do that. I will be announcing the winner on July 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that gives you about 48 hours to enter this contest and this giveaway. So you guys will have time to do that, and make sure that you guys have fun and keep playing World of Warships. And if you want to, you can add me, RCAF4 Wing, it's right here. Add me on World of Warships. Just say if you want to be featured in a video. I am more than happy to play with you guys in a division and to just have fun. Another announcement, final announcement for this video. Clan battles are back. We are always looking for people to join us in clan battles with the KMS clan. I will be putting a link to the TeamSpeak and the application form in the description below. So if you want to apply for KMS and play with us for clan battles for the next 2 months, we are always looking for those people. Only requirements you need to have to join KMS is you need to have at least a Tier 8 ship to join. You don't need to have a Tier 8 ship to join. You need a Tier 8 ship to play clan battles because you get the rentals. If you have a Tier 10, perfect. Then you can use your own Tier 10. Clan battle session tonight, obviously, and clan battles do run Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you guys can join us for those nights, and make sure you guys keep playing and have an amazing day. Thank you for watching.